Hey guys, JesterMX6 here, and this is the new Let's Play I wanted to start. It is King's Quest 1. I was holding off on this a little bit because I wasn't sure if I was going to get a director's feature on a channel, but I did not get it, so I'm just going to start it here on my own channel. So, without further ado, let's start here with the introduction to the series. You are Sir Graham, the bravest and most honorable knight in the troubled realm of Daventry. King Edward, the benevolent aged ruler of Daventry, has summoned you to the castle for reasons unknown. Greetings, Sir Graham. The king is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room. Thank you, Sir Knight. Raise the portcullis. It's not a gate, it's a portcullis, because this is 1984, I believe? Maybe 1990? I am at your service, my king. I am an old man, Sir Graham, perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown. My bones ache, my hands tremble. I am afraid my time on earth grows short. But enough about me. Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the loss years ago of 3 magical treasures. I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures. Only then can this kingdom be restored to its former glory. And only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe. The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future. The second is a magical shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm. The third and last is an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold. I know that what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible. The dangers are many. But you are brave and pure of heart. That is why I chose you to volunteer. If you succeed, you will inherit my crown and will rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king. Go, Sir Graham, and know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands. Take heart, my king. I shall not fail you. And there you have it. This is how the game begins. We're sent on a quest to save the world, as many great adventures start out. So, let's get going here. First thing I'm going to do is actually turn the sound effects down a bit, because I can't really hear myself think. Okay, this game, let's see, if we go to the About section, is a remake by Sierra, so they remade their own game with updated graphics. Yes, these graphics are updated. For those of you who are too young to know what you're looking at here, welcome to the 80s. This game was originally designed in either 1982 or 84, I can't remember right now. But the updated version that I'm playing right now is from 1990, as it says here. Roberta, what did it say? I missed it. Roberta Williams. She's the mastermind behind this series, and King's Quest series is one of my favorite adventure games of all times. The first one here starts out, obviously you're a knight, but as you progress, you increase in rank. Right now we're outside the castle. You can use your mouse to control it, or your keyboard. Also, you can just like arrow right and left. If you hold right or left, or whatever direction you're walking, he begins to skip. This is not a extra feature of the game. It's because the game is encoded to see your repeating keystrokes. So it's like you're hitting left over and over and over again instead of just hitting it once. So I'll probably use the mouse more than anything. You can see the serpent down there. The game utilizes a let's speed things up a little bit. The game utilizes a type to interact mode, basically. I don't know what else to call it. Let's go back down, actually. So you give commands to Sir Graham, and he does what you tell him to do. So we tell him to look around, and he tells you where you're at. You're in a shady forest clearing. A large rock rests in the middle of the clearing. So all your commands are given to him through this method. And this was the first game I ever played on a PC. So keep in mind, I was learning to type, and this game taught me a lot of how to play adventure games, where you got to look around and kind of use your surroundings and solve puzzles that you wouldn't normally, that aren't sitting there in front of your face. So we'll keep going here. I'm going to utilize saves a lot in this game. You can die in all sorts of different ways, and I may do like a bonus episode where I show, 1,000 ways to die or something like that. But you'll see I save more in the King's Quest series than pretty much any other game. If you look here at the nest, you'll see, oh, you're too far away to see it clearly, so let's walk up here. Look in nest. There's a perfect shimmering golden egg lying in the nest, so this is what we're doing here. We're going to take the egg. Carefully lift the golden egg out of the nest. Now, more normal people would just climb down the tree, but I know for a fact that you can't actually die by falling off the tree, so we're just going to jump off. And see, he's fine. No worse for wear. Let's save. Yeah, I tried playing this earlier, and I was having some problems. Actually, let's just reuse this save. Had some problems with the recording. The music, the game audio is super loud to start out, so I had to record my... Oh no, this is a bad screen. I had to record my commentary separate, so I ended up redoing it as I'm doing it right now. Beginning of the game is pretty mundane, actually. You're just running around, looking around at the different screens. The first time I played this game, God, I had to have spent tons of time on this thing. The elf is impressed by your friendliness and responds by handing you an elegant little ring. I've had my eye on you, Sir Graham. Methinks you might enjoy a little trinket. For just a wee bit of time, it has the power to make you invisible. May it give you as much entertainment as ye have given me this day. So basically, poof. Because you were nice to the elf is nice to you in return. Let's continue exploring here. Yeah, the first time I played this game, like I was saying earlier, it took me forever to find all the tricks and everything. You see there's a score system up here, and you increase your score by doing every itty-bitty little thing in the game. And, oh crap, I don't want to be over here. If you get every secret and do everything exactly as you should and don't take any shortcuts and that kind of thing, you get a perfect score of 158. I have done that once, and ever since, I just haven't done that. There's just so many little things that I wouldn't bother doing. A lot of different parts of this game have more than one possible solution, and in a way I like that. This is one of the first games I ever played, and it showed me an open world, basically. You could kind of see that shimmer. I don't know if you caught it next to my mouse, but that clover shimmers if you stand around here long enough to give you a hint that you're supposed to look at it. There we go, did it again. So we can take the clover, and this will come in handy later on. All these items that I'm getting, well, not all of them, most of the items that I'm going to get are going to come in handy for something as you progress through the game. But like I was saying, this is the first game I ever played, and with an open world and everything, it really encouraged me to look at a game not just at its face value, but actually look deeper into the game and see what kind of things I could find on each screen. And it really set the stage for my love of adventure games overall. It's part of the reason why I love Zelda so much. I can't remember what's in here. Oh, that's right. We'll take the pouch. Open pouch. And we find a bunch of diamonds. And you see, with everything you do here, your score increases. So yeah, adventure games is my favorite genre by far. RPGs are fine. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Quite honestly, I do not enjoy MMOs. I just find that I'm not willing to invest enough time into them, and it ends up being more of a waste for me than anything. I've started and not completed. Go inside the door. I've started and not completed. Oh, here, I don't want to talk over this. The Woodcutter speaks to you, his voice broken with sorrow. We would welcome you to our home, Sir Knight, but we have had no food for so long, my beautiful wife cannot even rise from her bed. I fear she may die soon, and I may not learn how to read. Now here, if you walk over to him, you try and talk to him, and the woodcutter, still holding his wife's hand and gazing at her pale face, does not seem to hear you. Well, that bowl that we got earlier, if you look inside it, you can see there it says fill. Well, if you type in fill, it says here, to your astonishment, something begins to bubble up from the bottom of the bowl. Within moments, the bowl is filled with a hot, savory stew. And if you give the bowl to the woodcutter, he is overwhelmed with joy. Thank you, Sir Knight. We shall never forget your kindness and generosity. And you can see him feeding her there. Please take my fiddle as a small token of our thanks. I gotta say, out of all the games I've played, this is probably one of the weirdest token of thanks I've ever received. But I will take the fiddle, because it will come in handy later. It looks like other things can be done here, like you can look in the cupboard and take this pot or pitcher with you, but you can't. So we'll just go. Anyway, as I was saying, MMOs are great, and they can be really, really fun, and a lot of times when I start them, I'm all into them at first, but then I get extremely bored. A lot of the mundane quests and stuff. Yeah, a little foreshadowing here. I get the magic mirror. Surprise, surprise. We're going to save here. I know what's coming up, so I want to make sure I save. Here you can see we have the Gingerbread House. They take a lot of stuff from fairy tales, which is kind of fun. Like you can even eat the house. As you begin to eat the house, a squeaky voice from somewhere says, "Nibble, nibble, little mouse, who is nibbling at my house?" Well, that's a pretty clear indication there's someone inside. That's not how you spell door. As you knock on the candy cane door, a squeaky voice from inside the house says, "Who is there? I love visitors, especially young, tender ones. Come in, come in." It's not the pedo bear. It's actually an evil witch. So let's see if she's still home. She is still home. You're supposed to be able to leave the screen and come back, and she goes away. Oh my gosh, I'm right there. No answer. Okay. Eat house. Yum, the house tastes even better than it looks. Alright, let's go inside. Like I was saying, I get bored with the mundane quests that you have to do in a lot of the MMOs when you're starting out as a low level. You can see that white piece of paper there we're going to take. And here comes the witch. And what I usually do is quit in the middle of an MMO because I don't want to bother with leveling up. The one I played a lot was actually called Conquer Online, which was a free-to-play. And I actually had a lot of fun with it, but eventually I just got... There's a lot of jerks that play the free-to-play MMOs, in my opinion, and they do a lot of stupid, like, killing the lower levels just so they can get stuff, and I think that's just dumb and it ruins the game for everybody. So, I quit. The witch mutters, "I'm going to get my cauldron ready to cook someone for dinner. Yum." The witch mumbles. I'm going to actually turn the speed down here, too. "After I get the cauldron nice and hot, I'll be ready to have someone for dinner." Alright, I've turned the speed down just so that I have more time to plan. Basically what you do is you go up behind her, and... Oh, here, she's talking again. "The cauldron is heating up nicely. I wonder who'll be my dinner guest." And what you need to do is push the witch before she sees you. With a mighty shove, you courageously push the wicked witch into the pot. Her wild screams are suddenly cut off as she melts away into the oily green slime in the pot. Congratulations. If you look at the smoke animation here, there, did you see the monster there? It'll do it again in a second. It's kind of cool. I just love that they threw in stuff like this in such an old game. But yeah, Conquer Online was a blast. But, constantly getting pummeled by upper level guys just because they could. Oh, I wonder if there's anything in her, I'm right there. The game gets picky as to your proximity to things. I wonder if there's anything inside her nightstand. Nope. Okay. Unless I just spelled drawer wrong, but I don't think I did. So yeah, I ended up, I still play Conquer every so often. I don't remember which server I'm on, but there's a bunch of them. I still enjoy the game. It just gets a little old battling, trying to complete a quest, and then having, like, being inches from it, and then having some upper level guy that is having a bad day come and just take you out because he can with one flash of lightning or whatever. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go back up here. We're actually going to go for the first big treasure of the game, and that'll actually end this episode, so I'm trying not to narrate the game as much as just talking while I'm playing, so hopefully it's working out for you guys. I can't remember what I need to do here. I think I get in the bucket. Yeah, here we go. His weight drops the bucket down. And here's where that dagger comes in handy that I grabbed at the beginning of the game. Cut the rope and fall in the well here. And this is, like I said, this is going to the first treasure of the game. And with that, we'll be able to end the episode here. Let's slow it down a bit again. You kneel down and fill the bucket with the cool water. Now... It's a big dragon! Alright, you see the dragon here. He is guarding the, I don't want him to wake up on me. He's guarding the magic mirror that you can see right there. And there's a few things to do here. Ooh, actually there aren't a few ways to do this. If we would have gone, there's a different part in the game where you can see your fairy godmother, and if you would have gone and done that, you could actually walk up to him and he would breathe fire on you, but the spell that she gives you would protect you. In this case, what we want to do is just wake him up, and we filled that bucket with water. So we throw the bucket of water in his face, and it douses his flames, and now there's a very slow animation of the room filling up with fog because you just doused it in flames, and all you can do is cough fog at you. And you can see there was a boulder there behind him. Well, now you can see the boulder has moved, and the dragon runs away. As they say here, he slinks off in shame, leaving the mirror behind. So now let's take the mirror, and we will have gotten the first treasure of the game. Yay! You take the magic mirror. Congratulations. And of course, since we got the mirror, we might as well look in it, since it does tell the future. This is the magic mirror, one of the 3 treasures of Daventry. Okay, I guess I wasn't clear enough. Look into mirror. As you gaze into the magic mirror, you see the reflection of yourself as king of this land of Daventry. So, a little bit of foreshadowing there. It looks like we will become king if we can complete the quest as the king promised. So, in the next episode, let's continue on, and we'll try and go after one of the other 2 treasures, either the shield or the chest. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This is, like I've said 100 times now, one of my favorite games ever, and it really got me into computer games and video games in general. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.